If you died tomorrow, what would you want your final breath to smell like? Forget wildflowers or French bakeries. What if your final breath smelled like a massive, drunken, multi-quadrillion-liter wave of cheap rum and wild raspberries? If you chose the last option, I have fantastic news. The center of our galaxy is hosting the ultimate open bar, and the drinks are completely free. Naturally, the universe does not offer complimentary refreshments without attaching a catastrophic structural penalty. By the time you finish this video, you will realize that the exact organic chemistry making this stellar cocktail smell like heaven doubles as a flawless, physics-backed blueprint for your total physiological annihilation. How does deep space manage to hide a giant fruit basket in its most violent, radiation-soaked corner? To investigate, we must travel roughly 2.5 times 10 to the 17th kilometers to the supermassive heart of the Milky Way, where we find Sagittarius B2, a molecular cloud spanning over 150 light-years. In space, a cloud isn't fluffy water. It's a giant, freezing nursery of dust and gas. This massive cosmic fridge is full of the raw ingredients for stars, and it contains a staggering 10 to the 19th liters of a very peculiar organic compound known as ethyl formate. Why should this matter to a carbon-based life form like you? In the realm of organic chemistry, ethyl formate is classified as an ester. Think of an ester as a chemical marriage. A stubborn organic acid hugs an alcohol, kicks out a water molecule, and undergoes a total personality shift. This specific ester is the exact volatile fluid responsible for giving raspberries their sharp, tart flavor and rum its deep, oak-aged aroma. Yes, the literal core of our galaxy smells like a premium, highly sophisticated summer cocktail party. Which is great news, until you realize you forgot your spacesuit. It sounds like a vacation spot, but here's the catch. The universe didn't design this bar for humans. In fact, stepping inside is less of a happy hour and more of a total biological deletion. This raises an obvious question. If visiting this place is an instant death sentence, how do we actually know it smells like a high-end distillery? We read the galaxy's light bills using a technique called rotational spectroscopy. When molecules float in space, they absorb energy from nearby stars and begin to spin. Because every molecule possesses a unique geometric arrangement of atoms, each one spins at a highly specific, immutable frequency, acting like a cosmic barcode. Radio telescopes on Earth, like the IRAM 30-meter telescope, capture these faint radio emissions traveling across the void. By matching the incoming galactic frequencies to exact database templates tested in terrestrial labs, astronomers can identify complex chemicals across trillions of kilometers. We effectively smelled the center of the galaxy by pointing a giant satellite dish at it. Science, where we spend billions of dollars just to sniff the void. And what that giant dish heard tells us exactly how you would disintegrate on arrival. It starts with the temperature. Sagittarius B2 hovers at a frosty 3 Kelvin, which translates to a mind-numbing -270.15 degrees Celsius. Why Kelvin? Because Celsius merely measures when water freezes. Kelvin measures when physics itself gives up on movement. At 0 K, all molecular vibration grinds to an absolute halt. At 3 K, you are barely one cosmic shiver above absolute thermodynamic death. The first drink is on the house, yet the draft is exceptionally lethal. Consider a secondary hazard, the behavior of liquids when you completely strip away the atmosphere. Enter the paradox of vacuum boiling. Without atmospheric pressure pushing down on a liquid to keep it cohesive, its boiling point plummets to near nothingness. As you gasp in absolute horror, the moisture on your tongue would experience instantaneous flash crystallization, sprouting microscopic ice daggers that violently rupture your taste buds into dust. Simultaneously, the fluids in your throat would physically boil at your normal body temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. You are freezing and boiling in the same physical instant. It is a thermodynamic contradiction, and your lungs are the testing ground. Perhaps you assume the raspberry-scented ester would at least remain a harmless olfactory treat. Regrettably, the cosmos does not do pure hospitality. This beautiful, sweet-smelling void is heavily contaminated with highly corrosive formic acid and massive drifting plumes of pure hydrogen cyanide. Formic acid, with its formula of HCOOH, the exact corrosive venom ants spray to defend their nests, would aggressively liquefy your respiratory lining. Simultaneously, the inhaled hydrogen cyanide, or HCN, executes a quiet cellular coup. Inside your lungs, that cyanide binds directly to the iron atoms inside your cytochrome oxidase enzymes. Think of cytochrome oxidase as the microscopic spark plug inside your mitochondria, the cellular powerhouses you were forced to memorize in high school. By jamming this spark plug, cyanide stalls your biological engine. You don't just stop breathing, your cells basically throw their hands up and resign on the spot. Your biological systems instantly freeze up, all while enveloped in the luxurious, sweet aroma of wild forest berries. You would become a perfectly preserved, deeply frozen, raspberry-scented human monument, drifting silently through the void for the next 10 to the 9th years. But the most insane part isn't how this cloud kills you. It's that these exact same poisons are the reason you're alive to hear this. This hostile reality introduces a rather profound evolutionary puzzle. Why would an unfeeling, sterile universe design a chemical masterpiece that is so spectacularly aromatic, yet so devastatingly hostile to life? The answer lies in astrobiology, the study of how raw space dust eventually organizes itself into living, breathing biochemists. Sagittarius B2 is a stellar nursery where brand new solar systems are actively being born. Those complex esters and cyanides are constantly assembling on the icy outer shells of silicate dust grains, microscopic, cosmic sand particles just 10 to the -6 meters wide. These tiny sand grains act as catalytic benches, providing a surface where cold, drifting molecules can dock, interact, and assemble into prebiotic compounds. Do you realize what this implies? These are the literal, fundamental building blocks of amino acids and DNA. The universe is not actively trying to poison us. It is simply a highly chaotic laboratory that happens to mix its raw ingredients for life in a highly concentrated, lethal dose. It is a beautiful, deeply poetic paradox, the ultimate sensory delight, wrapped in a suffocating blanket of absolute physical annihilation. So we're left with a galaxy that is part open bar, part execution chamber. A place where the sweet aroma of rum and raspberries is carried on a wind of pure cyanide. Yet, that deadly chemistry is the very cosmic laboratory that brewed the building blocks of you. If you want to keep calculating the ways the universe is trying to delete us, do the high agency thing. Subscribe, hit the like, and tell us in the comments which poison we should decode next. Until next time, keep looking up, stay alert, and of course, stay silly.